Okay, welcome back to Full Mile Circus. I'm not sure. I don't know whether this is working or not. So, just gonna go. Play a little bit of Don't Starve. Just got into this over Christmas, and I really enjoy it. Actually, it's a different game to the one I thought it would be for some reason. I thought it was just because it was cartoony. I thought it was just a bit simple, but it's not. It's complex. Let's try it. So, I thought I'd have a go at streaming, because the whole recording, editing, uploading is just a time killer, and quite a lot. But I just don't always have the time to record. So I thought I'd have a go at streaming, see how we get on. So this is a test. Probably going to be making all sorts of mistakes, and it's a bit of a learning curve. So this is our guy Wilson. So as I say, I've put in about 20-30 hours on this now. I've learnt a little bit. And it's a survival game. You've got to get this guy Wilson through various days. We've got to about day 25, I think, so far. By keeping him well fed, keeping him well looked after, and avoiding the darkness of the night. So you've got to basically start with, I find, just grab a lot of stuff. Make axes to cut the trees down. All things come from cutting trees down. Grab some flowers, you'll see why in a bit. Just the basic act of picking flowers makes my character happy. But you need the basic building blocks. Is this grass and some twigs for the starting phase. I'll come back to the rabbits in a bit, but this is good. This is very good. Close to a rabbit spawn. Now, obviously, the title Don't Starve. You realise that eating has a large part to play in this, and all these rabbits here are going to fill my tummy. Alright, I'm going to be the grass. Get some twigs. Oh, hello. What have we got here? Hey, hi. Look at all these berry bushes. What? I've done nothing. Yeah, pig guys are usually quite friendly, but I think I'm close to something. These berry bushes, you can pick the berries off them, which I'll quickly do here. See if I can get over doing this before this guy attacks me. Yeah. As you can see, it's come down here, and I'll just quickly eat it, just to show you. Yum. Right, so what I've learnt so far is to set up near a good eating place, which the rabbits back there, that forms a good place to set up. So there's plenty of food around. Get yourself a sort of campfire down, and start some production of your basic survival goods. So, as you can hear, a bell rang then, and that means that some of the items on the left hand side have been made available. Okay, so I've got enough twigs. Got carrot in the ground, you can pick those, but it's best to save those, I find. So we've got some tools now. No. So to make tools, you need some flint. I haven't seen any of you yet. Keep picking some of this stuff. First day is basically this, just going around picking twigs, picking grass, just checking out the area. Oh. Do need some flint to make my first tools, and with the tools then start chopping down trees. You can start manufacturing all sorts of items. Hi rabbits. So you can make traps to trap the rabbits, and that beehive can go into keeping beehives. It's a dangerous game. Bees don't tend to like the process in which you make your first hive. Sort of caps them in a net and it makes them angry. So your health is something you have to bear in mind. So on the right hand side you've got a day marker. So you've got the yellow bars form what is daytime, the red bars is dusk, and the blue is nighttime. Now you go through seasons, so those things change. The red becomes larger, the yellow recedes, so you get less daylight, and the night times get longer, and it starts getting really dangerous then. So see, we're going into sort of evening phase. Underneath that you've got the 122, that shows how full my stomach is. The heart, which is health, obviously, and the bottom, which is brain, which is sanity. Slowly drives you insane in this place. You need to be kept wary of keeping your guy mentally healthy. They do that in various ways. Being well fed is a great start. I've got no flint. Worried. It'll be a disastrous start. Oh, there's some flint. Okay, so some flint. So there we go. We've got 1 flint, so I can make an axe at least. There you go, axe. So with an axe, all things start. So I'm gonna have to chop down a tree so I can get my campfire made for the night time. Because basically, if you've got no light of a night time, if it's totally pitch black, it's bad. It's bad. Things come for you in the dark, and they kill you really quickly. So you have to make sure that every night you have a campfire. It's a bit of a monkey on your back, in all honesty. Flowers. Get some more flowers. So the one of the things with keeping yourself sane is this garland. If you make a nice garland, which is 12 flowers that you need to make that garland, you can put that on your head and it makes you feel happy. Makes him feel happy. Oh, look, we've got enough to make a couple of rabbit traps, which I'm going to start. Oh, just have to get moving quick at the start, so I will explain more as I get into it. But I can't really spend much time explaining all the items to you slowly, because if you don't get off to a flying start, you're in a bit of trouble. I'm putting these rabbit traps around the rabbit holes. Okay. So on the left-hand side, you've got tools, light, which is your campfire. You can make a sort of fire pit and various other things as you get further into it. Survival items, bird traps, compass, backpacks, and so on. Such you can make machines to help improve how many things you can build, fighting tools, and dress. So at the moment, it's just a oh, night's about to come. About to come. Get your bonfire down. About to hit the blue. There we go. 1 day done. So your campfire is the be-all and end-all. Keep it well lit during the night time, and you can roast food in it at the moment. All I've got is some seeds, so I'm going to cook those on it anyway. So I'm getting a little bit hungry on the stomach bar. I'm going to eat a couple of seeds, all filling. Do a bit of mining and chopping. Can also make torches, so you can sort of get yourself useful in the night time. Instead of having to be stuck by the campfire, you can make a torch. Got there, so you can come away from your campfire and still do some work. So I'm going to get my torch going. As you can see, quickly go into the dark there. It's dark and bad things start to happen. Okay, let's go. Let's have a little look around. Nights are short at the moment because it's summertime. I think we're starting the summertime. So you don't really have to put up with the darkness for too long. Okay, we've got a map. See, this is our map screen. And it's useful for finding your way to things that you've seen. You don't always have the chance to stop. Take full advantage of stuff as you run past it, but cold. It is cold of a night time away from the campfire, so I'm gonna run back. Warm my cockles. Cockles. That's the first night survived. Beautiful. I've turned the sound off. The music off. The music back on. Alright. Yeah, I've got a couple of rabbit traps down. We're surviving on seeds at the moment, so we definitely need to improve that. Hopefully we'll get a couple of rabbits trapped. But what you need, really, is to make yourself a little cooking pot very quickly. You can start cooking items together in this pot, which helps you consume. Going around with my torch out there like an idiot. Helps you consume items that maybe you shouldn't. There are mushrooms that you can't really eat, but if you put them in a cook pot and eat them along with, you know, other more digestible items, you can get away with eating them. So you could put carrots and berries in a cook pot with something that's poisonous and it doesn't kill you. So I'm going to cook some berries as well. I think it increases the nutritional amount of the food if you cook them first. As you can see, stomach's filling up nicely. We'll leave the carrot there. Okay, so the map. I need to find more flint. Let's go right. So I can make a pickaxe, start chipping away at some of these boulders, make a fire pit, and onwards and upwards. One thing you pick some of these berries while I'm here. You can dig up these berry bushes and plant them near your base, which means you can start making a sort of garden, which you need for the sort of winter months where food becomes very scarce. That takes you to another part of the map. I don't really use them at the moment. I do with our garland. We need 3 more flowers. Let's get that done. Our garland on. There is. Okay. Excellent. So I can make a. I need 2. Do I? Make a pickaxe now, which will mean I can. There's my pickaxe. I can start chipping away at some boulders and that. Then it's useful in a number of ways. Some of the boulders have gold in them, and those boulders are the key to sort of progression, the sort of next phase, because the gold helps you build some of these materials in the science. Like, to start with your science machine, you need 1 gold nugget for that, and the science machine then enables, it sort of doubles or triples the amount of stuff you can build. Oh, hello, hello, hi. What do you want to talk about? Okay, so you can make fishing rods to fish this stuff out of the water. He does look like he wants to talk, but not at the moment. I don't know. Okay, let's get a garland made. Try and keep a garland on his head. I know you get a little garland there. It keeps him happy. Right, so they'll just roaming and picking up stuff at the moment and trying to explore the map. Berries, more berries. Oh, as I say, one of the first things you try and find is some sort of gold. Make that quick step onto getting the science machine down and then getting some more complex items built. Like your cooking pot. But you have to find it first. See, there's a toadstool. I'm not sure about red ones. Eat those straight away. Best off cooked in a crock pot. Other items. We've got plenty of sticks now. Get a bit more of the grass. Head back to where we set up. Yeah, I'm not sure what this thing does. As soon as you pick it up though, some creature starts following it. Let's do it. Watch. Where is he? Right, I don't know whether he's... Hi. Looks like a little chest that walks around with you. Okay. This way, boy. Chester. It's like a little chest. Okay. A mobile chest. Come on this way, Chester. That's because we've got this eye bone. Ooh, more flint. Okay, I will get this flint. We've still got a bit of time in the evening. Don't have to sort of immediately panic and start running back to your base. Chester. And I've got 4 logs, so that's enough to get a campfire going. Now with every tree that you chop down, you get these pine cones, and plant those. You can sort of replant trees that you chop down, and that's good again around your base. You can start planting trees, and it makes resources readily available. Where was it's there somewhere. Once you're on these roads, you can run a lot faster. So they're always good to get onto. I start heading back now. Always good to get onto the roads. They're a faster means of travel. See, sort of picks up the pace quite a lot. Right, not far. we'll go check our traps. If you capture bunnies, you can just eat them. Or that one's empty and that one's empty. God damn it! You can just eat them, but you can also make things like earmuffs out of them and so on. So, a few stones to start with. I think you need about 12 stones to make a campfire. 12 stones, so I've only got 3. So, make another campfire. Settle in for the night. Now you can burn a lot of things, logs, but you can also burn peat from the floor, grass. There's a lot of things you can do to keep yourself safe over night time. Now, that should get me through tonight. I'm going to try cooking this one. You can see, I'm going to eat that, but if you watch up here, you can see what effect it has on you. So if I eat it, so it didn't fill me up at all. Didn't have my health, but it didn't make me feel mentally better, so that's one to avoid. Let's get it in a cook pot. Let's cook some carrots. Let's cook some berries, and let's get those eaten. Okay, pretty good, pretty good. Chester. Hi, Chester. Put those in there. I suppose I could put my dick within you, can I? That's been... Does that work? No, it doesn't work. Let's sit with it. Sit back. You can bait the traps with seeds if you want to, but I tend to keep the seeds around so I can eat them. I can see there's some stones over here. I'm going to head over to these tomorrow and farm them. See if I can get a fire pit made. Fire pit's useful. You don't need to keep building a campfire. You can just throw one log in a fire pit and it immediately lights up. What I will do, make a couple of traps and get those ready for tomorrow morning. Night's almost done. Okay. I'll have those seeds, young lady. Alright, so and I'm going to put those traps around here. It's worth having about 5 or 6 traps going at any one time. Right, Chester. I like Chester. So you can build weapons, obviously, to just kill the rabbits outright. You don't have to build traps, you can just fire things at them, but you don't really have access to that in the early stage. But as you can see, grass is quite important at the start, so you just tend to pick it up as you go past it. I will need to chop some more logs down. Now I will mine this. See how we get on. These roads, you can make paths yourself, you can make them so you can actually build your own, but they tend to lead to something. Half decent. So it's always worth following them. Where was that other stone? Stone was back there. Back there for a minute. So let's follow the path for a second. We'll find anything that we'll pick up that flint. There's various things you can do for food. You can make farms. For that you need dung, and you can find dung from like sort of wildebeest creatures, or you can feed one of those pig guys who just saw food, and they will provide you with some dung. And that is a way you start building a farm around your base. It's a sustainable source of food. Map's huge. Is the map area, but it's really big. And part of the sort of the task of the game is to sort of, once you're a little bit more established, start venturing out on a daily basis and looking around. Oh, we get up there. Stones up there. So you go around this way. Venturing out on a daily basis and exploring, seeing what you can find. There's cave systems, so you can go down into caves and go sort of potholing. It's a whole different world under there. Quite dangerous from my limited experience of it. Okay. Okay, so I don't really know what these areas are at the moment. What scared me. But evil flowers, these guys are really bad to mess with. There's these sort of areas on the map that are occupied by these strange characters. Wooden things on it. Oh, I don't like the look of him. And in the early game, it's best not to mess with them. These are spiders. Spiders are a good form of sustenance. You can get around to cooking them in a crock pot. At the moment, it's best not to mess with them. With me, my little Chester. Stay away from that for now. Combat is pretty dicey. You can make armor and, as I said, weapons, and you're best to have that all ready to go before you get into any sort of fighting. As game's over quickly, I found. I've been killed by bees, penguins, anything really. It can kill you really quickly. You can make armor out of the grass, armor out of logs, armor out of marble, which is particularly strong. And you do need that ready to go at some point, because you do get attacked by dogs regularly. Oh, the things that you do. Okay, that's a bit of a way to go. After, with the evening coming on, start heading back. Attempt to find a few more rocks. What have I got? 10. I needed 12, but I think there's some rocks I can go pick up on the way back, and we can make ourselves a fire pit. One chest to keep up. Get on the road. Okay, a little bit of exploration. Not found what I want yet. Which really is the gold. I will need to chop down some trees before night time really settles it. Otherwise, we have nothing for my campfire. So I'll get that done now. Oh, no. Anything. Back off, piggy. Just calm down. Everything has durability. You can see the percentage there is going down on the axe. With every swing of the axe, it drops a percentage. And so you do have to constantly rebuild items that you're using. But that doesn't seem to be too much of a problem. Alright. That's enough for me to build my fire pit now. Let's go check the traps, see if we've got a rabbit. Maybe we can have a little bit of meat for tonight. Oh yeah, we've got a couple of rabbits caught. So you just sort of capture them, put the trap back out, and as you can see, it's been worn down a little bit by. And I've got a rabbit there, which I can murder. Yeah, which I'm going to, because I'm going to eat that sucker. Same again here. You lose 12% every time that the traps catch or something. Too bad. Again, traps are pretty easy to make. And oh, it's 9 rocks. 9 rocks. Nope, still can't build a campfire. Okay, so night coming, I guess. The fire pit, sorry, with night coming, I guess, build a campfire and just settle down again. Right, so you've got various tools. It's a shovel, a hammer which you can sort of knock down buildings and get the items from, pitchfork which you can pick up sections of turf and lay them in new places. You can also put them on the fire. A razor to shave your beard, a feather pencil, but all of these need the science machine to work. So as you can see, that's why I'm sort of driven to get that science machine at the start. But I'm going to cook some rabbit now. Let's cook some meat, and my stomach's quite empty now. Eat that. It's a reasonable meal. And I'm going to cook some berries. But you can see, you sort of get through the food. It really is as the name of the game would suggest, it really is the monkey on your back in the game to constantly feed yourself. You really need to find sustainable methods. It isn't just pilfering the local bushes. That is something that you can sort of have control of. So you can, like say, the hives are good. Get honey from those. Yeah, the farming's good, but you do need a good supply of dung And the rabbit traps. You can also eat those spiders. And that's sort of as far as I've got with eating so far. Alright, not much left of the night time. Need to find gold. Saw there were rocks up here, so that path seems to go up there, so maybe we'll try and follow that path up there and see if we can get some more rocks. Maybe there'll be some gold over there. All in a good day's work. Day 3 is almost up, so when I think by about day 20 you start hitting the winter months. And that brings with it certain difficulty. I'm going to throw a pine cone on the fire there. I can hear a tiny tree inside burning. Yeah, the winter brings about various difficulties. One of them is keeping warm. And you have to sort of dress yourself. Okay, 5 traps out, that's pretty good. Dress yourself and combat the cold in various ways. You can sort of build a stone that will you can carry around with you. Put it by the campfire over night time and it heats up. And then of the daytime you carry the stone around with you and that keeps the cold off. The cold will kill you. At the moment it's summertime. It's like a British summer at the moment. Raining. This way, Chester. 30 sticks, we don't need any more sticks. Have some more of these to make some more traps. Hopefully. Yeah. Find some gold today. We're doing alright. We've got food. We'll take that. Just in case. And over here somewhere. We've got food. We've got a supply of food. Oh. And gold. And we can. There you go. So this is a rock with gold in it. You can see the gold. It's sort of embossed into the front of it. And yeah, 2 gold nuggets there. All right. Okay, so this is good that we can get the science machine built now, and we get the fire pit built as well. This is a graveyard. You can dig up the graves. That does. It's a bit hit and miss what you get in the graves, but it does affect your mental health. Digging up graves isn't the best thing for your mental well-being. So it's something I've done. But I don't think it's. I think it's one of the things you should do very often. All right, my pickaxe broke. Another one. So I'm going to grab as many stones as I can. They are useful, and hopefully tonight we might be able to make our crock pot as well. So crock pots you need charcoal for, so what I'm going to do is quickly make a torch, use it, set alight to a few trees to get some charcoal going. Ow. Ow. Must be better to be above the trees when you light them. Ow. Okay. And then you have to sort of just give them a little tap with the axe. Where's my axe? You get a piece of charcoal. Carry more stuff. Come here, Chester. I'm going to put some stuff in you. Sounds wrong. We'll put the charcoal in you. Charcoal you need. Hopefully that's enough. 6 to make the crock pot. More hay needed probably. Do go through the hay at the start. Right. So this here, if we pick away at this quickly, this opens up the way to a sinkhole, which is the portal to get into the the cave systems. So I haven't done much of that yet, but I will be trying that out on the stream. It's quite exciting, but it's pitch black down there, so you really are fighting the dark when you're down there. Okay. Start heading back now so we can get a few things built before night time comes. Alright, let's get on the path. So. Wow, gold everywhere. Oh, yeah, to dig more gold. To dig the graves you need to have a spade. Okay, so day 4. Let's come around quickly. Oh. Okay, let's cut across now. Oh, just get lost, piggy. Stuffing. Metroin. Charcoal. Okay, if I can make the pot tonight, I want to make a bit of a pot roast. Alright. How are we doing? Alright, quickly. Up a few logs down. Trees down to get some logs. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh. Up. Okay. Get on the path. Let's go. Rabbit caught over there. A rabbit caught there. Got a few rabbits caught. Okay, quick. Get the fire pit made. That was close. Alright, we can build a science machine now, so let's see, I'm going to put that down quite near the campfire, so it's all pretty close to each other. And this then opens up all these build options. See, they've all just suddenly come alight, and you get, you know, all these things begin to work. A backpack I'm going to build first, if I can make one of those. Yeah, a backpack, and as you can see, it's going to open up 8 additional sets on the right hand side, which is very useful. But you start having things like saddles, healing poultices, beds, tents, all that sort of thing. Parasols to keep the rain off, nets to catch bees and butterflies. Opens your food options up as well. So the crock pot, I need 3 stones. I think I've got the rest. Did I make 3 stones? You've got a refine option here with the. You have to stand near the science machine for the options to come up. You've got to refine, where you can obviously refine some of the items you've got, like straw into ropes, and in this instance, stone into stone blocks. So I'm going to quickly do that. 3 of those. And I'm going to get my... I know you're hungry. I'm going to get this charcoal quickly off my man here. I'm going to hopefully be able to build the crock pot. I'm going to put that here. Oh, the crock pot. This is a really useful item. So you can put a mixture of items in there. So I can put the food... berries, I can eat the red cap now. I can put some meat in there, and I think you can even eat a stick. Let's put a stick in there. How nutritious that is, and that will cook me up a nice little meal. Let me go check the other traps. I feel like I might need some more traps. More traps. More grass. Check the other traps while we're here. Okay, good. Good. Good bunnies. You don't have to kill the bunnies immediately because all food will rot. As you can see, my garland here is beginning to rot. All food kept on you will rot and eventually not eat it. So if you keep the bunnies alive, they don't rot, obviously, and it's a good way of storing it. You could also get a drying rack and put the bunny meat on the drying rack and form a sort of jerky. Okay, so we've got the crock pot. It's been cooking away, and we've got ourselves a lovely kebabs. Sweet. Nice. I could do with more food though, so I'm going to have to really make sure I get some food for tonight. So let's go pick these berry bushes. And the food's at 68. That's not percent. I think it's quite low, and you really want to stay on top of that. I'm gonna pick a carrot. And I'll go get that bush up there. So there you go, that's dinner tonight taken care of. I've got 3 berries and a carrot, and I'll probably have some rabbit meat as well. I have got rabbit meat. In fact, we'll go back and get this cooking. I like Chester, his company. Say much. Good company. Okay. Crock pot. One of those in. Those in. Put a rabbit in. And we'll put a rabbit in. Okay. Alright. Cooking. Right, other things you can build then. So, one thing that's quite useful is in the structures, and that is chests. And use chests. So you start carrying around a lot of stuff. Use chests to store items. Oh look, meatballs. So I'm going to get a chest built pretty quickly. But axe broke, so I don't have to lump all this stuff around. With the spade as well, you can dig up the tree stumps, and you get an extra block of wood for that. That's useful. And as I say, I found a good thing to do is to use these pine cones to build woods near you, which I'll do now. So accessible wood. I'm just going to place it around here. Danger you do have of placing trees too close to each other is they turn into ents, like Lord of the Ring ents, and they're not nice guys. Not like Lord of the Rings. Oh no. Okay, let's eat some meatballs. Look at that. Okay, meatballs is a hearty meal. So check the traps out. I think today we're just going to be catching up with some of the food deficit that we've got into over the last couple of days. Oh, straight into the trap on his way home, poor bunny. So as you can see, being near the bunnies, being able to trap them is just a great source of food. Oh wow, I almost feel bad. Okay, a bit more wood, so let's go chop down some trees before the night falls. Maybe we can get our chest built. So the bigger the tree, the more wood you get. And I think with these logs, you have to refine the logs into planks, and then you turn the planks into the chest. So it is quite costly. I think it needs about 9 logs to my back to make a chest. All right, let's go back. Food in the pot. Food in the pot. We'll do a little stew of rabbit and berries. I think that's going to get me meatballs again. Find out. Okay, and then we'll go to refine here, and we'll refine those logs that I've just chopped into boards. And hopefully, there you go, I will be able to build a nice chest. So I tend to build a chest next to the food to store food items, and then I build chests in another area for like inventory items. You do need to be careful about putting everything too close to each other, because you can get storms and lightning bolts, and those will set alight to your items. If you've got all your chests clumped together and they get hit by a lightning bolt, I think you could lose the lot, which is devastating. I mean, oh god, get the fire on. Oosh. Right, Chester, come here, what do you got? Here boy, okay. Doing really well. Let's put those in there. Else, tend to put the stuff that you don't really need to carry around all the time in your chests to sort of free up the room for other stuff. So let's get this stuff off you. Bit more wood on that fire. There you go. Right, so yeah, as I say, I haven't put a massive amount of time into this at the moment, so I'm probably making a huge amount of newbie mistakes. That's part of the fun. Yeah, and we'll put a little rabbit in there for now. Keep a couple of rabbits in there fresh for dinner tomorrow, and we will have our lovely meatballs. Okay, organise this a little bit. Petals, I might as well eat those. Don't really need them at the moment. I tend to put my tools and axes and stuff down one end, and then my items for basic crafting down the other. Now, I think I mentioned earlier you can get these dogs attacking you, so it's always good to be prepared for that. So I'm going to go chop down some trees again and make myself a log suit, which means that when those bad boys do come, I am well prepared for them. You get a sort of you get a warning that they're coming by your characters start saying, "Did you hear that?" And you can hear a sort of rumbling noise. But they're usually coming like 2s or 3s, and they can kill you quite quickly unless you're prepared. I'll probably make a spear and a log suit. You can't wear the log suit at the same time as your backpacks. You have to sort of carry the log suit around with you. Quickly get it on when the dogs come. Need new axe. More chopping. So it's like pyramid of needs. You have to sort of keep the food going to start with, and attend to the more basic things, like I need to find some dung so I can get my farms going, and then you can start sort of expanding out. So I'm going to follow that road in a bit. The brick road, and hopefully that will take me to a pig village. Excuse me. And if nothing else, I can feed pigs berries and get them to do a load of poos. Take that back and do some farms with them. I would prefer to find the wildebeest, because they just poo naturally. It's a lovely game, and but they're not always easy to find. Those guys. Berries, more berries, more berries. Okay, how are we doing for logs? 20 logs. All right. Okay, let's get these last ones chopped. We can make another chest, and then our log suit, and that's just pretty much set on that front. Excuse me, a bit of a cold. Come on, Chester. Come, Chester. We'll come back and dig up these stumps for the extra log of wood. Okay, more rabbits in the traps. Lovely. Oh. 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 butchering these rabbits. He just set it off, he didn't go in it. Okay. So let's make some more planks. It takes 4 logs to make 1 plank. And then I can make another chest, and I'm going to put that next to the cook pot for our food. And let's get the food going anyway while we're here. It tends to just be good practice to work in advance of what you're doing. Always get food ready and cooked. I could just sit in there whilst I'm doing other things. Right, I've got time to run around much more today. Have a quick look down there. Let's do that. Got enough traps? Oh, log suit, yeah, log suit. So, log suit, I think you find that in, is it fighting? Yeah, you can see you can make a grass suit and a log suit. I need 2 pieces of rope. You make the rope back in the refinery, and they take 3 pieces of grass. So, I'm going to make 2 ropes. And that will then allow me to have a log suit. You see, I'll put it on for you. I've got a little log suit on now. Okay? But you drop your bag, so you have to sort of just carry it around and put it on when you need it. Okay, but that's good. We're doing well. We're doing well. Got meatballs on the go. I'll have those seeds. They're my seeds. We'll eat those later on. And I'll just have a quick wander down this part whilst we've got a little bit of time to kill. A bit more grass, as ever. Again, you can dig up the grass and plant it around your base. It's very quick to harvest. I think grass takes a couple of days to grow back once you've cut it. Hear the bees in there. So if you disturb these things, you get attacked by killer bees, and they are killers. They can kill you really quickly. They are not messing about. Flint. Have another log while we're here. And yeah, as you can see, in the top right hand corner on the day marker, the evenings I've got a little bit longer. The night's only 2 bars now. It's got really short, the night has. Axe. God, you go through the axes really quickly. And days are a little bit longer as well, so it's a sort of peak of summertime at the moment. You've really got to be busy. So I really need to get the farms up and running. Or log work. Oosh. A couple more of these. Back. Okay. Everyone up feeling good? Feeling good. Yeah. Thank God for the map in this game. Very easy to get lost. Alright, so we've got the meatballs that we left cooking. We can just quickly nosh those down. Lovely. And look at that. The meatballs are really filling, actually. Quite a lot of meat you need to use in them, but very filling. We can look at getting the fire going in a minute. Put the rocks in the case. Don't really need the rocks at the moment. And we'll take the rabbits out. I did one by accident there. Take the rabbits out and we'll put them in the food. This is our food container. As I say, if you leave the rabbits alive, then they don't rot. Gruesome, I know, but there you go. I'm going to keep the berries on me because I think I'm going to go try and find the pigmen tomorrow. Feed them berries until they poo. Like pine cones. Oh god, god. Oh god. Oh my god. Wow, so you saw that? I was in the dark. Oh my god. Look how much health that took. Couldn't find my fire. Took a massive whack from something in the dark. You don't last very long at all in the dark. That was a newbie error there. But we'll put that back out now. I had one on me all along as well. I'm an idiot. Okay. do some healing. I think if you eat flowers, get healed up a little bit. But it's a very slow heal. But eating itself is a great way to heal up. So I'm probably gonna have to have a good meal tonight and worry about that. So let's go down here and let's get onto that road and see where that takes us. Let's go. Go, chaps. Let's go. And scroll out quite far up in the clouds to sort of play it from a closer distance. Okay, so we can follow the roads. Let's follow the road south. See what happens. So these usually lead to pig people. Don't know why. Usually leads to like a pig village. And that's super useful. Ooh. More rocks. Lots more rocks. Lovely. Okay, I'm going to try and harvest a couple of spiders. I really want to eat one. One would be great. What? No, no, no. Alright, let's go. That was bad. Wow. Did my... Okay, so poor Chester took a few hits there. With the spiders, you can get the spider gland off them, which is particularly useful because you can form a healing poultice from that, and you get the monster meat, which is not great to eat on its own. But again, if you use it in the crock pot, the combination of other items, then you can eat it. Okay, this thing, I haven't been in it yet. Activate Maxwell's door. So this takes you on, not like a sub-game, but you have to survive 5 worlds, as it says, each randomly generated. And if you die, you come back to this portal. I haven't done that yet, because I'm still finding my way out the game, but it does sound exciting that. I will be trying that out. Live! Okay, let's go. Let's head back. So, good source of rocks there. That's excellent. Find that. As I say, I'm looking for dung. I want to get my farms going. I need pigs or... Oh, here we go. Pig village. Pigs or the wildebeest, but we've got pigs. So, I'm going to feed the pigs berries. I'm going to feed the pigs their own... Wait a minute. Seem to be fighting people over it. The pigs and the spiders do not get on. That pig's on the receiving end of a beating. He's dead. Fortunately for him, he's dead. And there's nothing I can do about that. So I'm going to pick their berries, and then I'm going to feed them their berries, and hopefully they'll do some nice poos for me. You can need 3 pieces of dung, 4 pieces of dung per farm. They don't mind us doing this. You do kill the pig people, and you can use them for various bits of crafting. There's another one's going to die there. Don't die. Oh, not me. There you go. Look at that. Don't all die, pig people. Oh my god, they're all dying. I need you, pig people. Okay. Huh? Small? Oh, no. They're all dying. Put my log suit on. Get rumbling. Okay. Okay, web. Really useful. really useful web is. So you can, time for food, do a nice poo. Oh wow, night time's coming. We've got a long way to go. Would stay here the night? Stay here. Stay here. No, let's not stay here. We can come back. There you go. That's a good place found. More salve. So yeah, with this spider gland, you can make a healing salve, which is super useful. All right, we've got a bit of a run. I'd say day's really long now. It's gone into an extra part of the evening. Days last a super long time now. You know, risk everything by getting that. We've got got a couple of torches on us, so we can travel at night time with those torches on us. But that's great. We've got some dung. That means we can get the farms on the go, which is one of the first steps to being fully sustainable. Branches off. It's not too bad actually. As you can see, it's really quick on the road. You can travel about using the roads. You cover great distances very quickly. Oh God. Right, we're home. Rabbit in the bag. Get that down. And let's get some food in the pot. So 4 monster meat, which is great. I'm going to put that in our box in there. And some berries. So I'm going to go with 1 monster meat. 1 monster meat. 1 morsel of meat and some berries. And I'm going to cook that up. Okay, cool. Right, so the webs, you do various things with the webs. At the moment, what I would like to look at is either building the boomerang, which is a really useful piece of kit. You can actually build that now. And you can just kill things from a distance with that, which is really useful. Again, I think you... oh my god, I've almost done it again. Keep forgetting to... it's probably talking and gaming at the same time. You just forget to do things. Out. Let's have our dinner whilst we're here. Get that eaten. Good. What was I saying? I can't remember. What I will do is in the healing, which I think is spider gland, the healing salve. So I need rock and ash for that. I might have enough for that. I've only got 1 ash. Okay, but you can use this. Spider gland to make a healing salve, which I sort of do need because I'm a little damaged at the moment. Let's make up the next meal as well. Let's just get that going. Another piece of monster meat, and yeah, and some mushrooms. So in there, I've got cooking in there. I've got a mushroom which you can't really eat, and the monster meat, but together with the other items, you can get that done. Food. The improved farm. As you can see, I've got 4. Piece of manure there. Some grass needs 10 and some I need 4 of 6, so I haven't got enough manure. I've got to go back to the pigs and feed them more stuff. But what I will do is just empty my pockets briefly. Those in there, that in there. You can also make a net to capture bees, and that you can start your sort of bee farming at that point. I think unfortunately we're going to just make the long haul back to the pig farm, back to the pigs, and get some more manure. So as soon as I can find some wildebeest, they sort of graze on this sort of land in this sort of biome, which is the grassland, and they just naturally drop manure everywhere. So you just walk around picking that up. You don't have to feed them. But this isn't so bad. It's pretty close. Pretty close. will need a new headband, new garland. It's just about to run out. See there. Equip 3 items. So I've got a pickaxe, a backpack, and a garland. Garland is almost done. I think there's plenty of flowers by the pig farm. Call it pig farm. They're people too. Hey. Piggies. Okay. On here. Hi, hi. How will you spend a day with these guys just feeding them? No, so they'll do like a little bit of gap between their poos. And you see, they do tend to farm stuff and to produce carrots and these. Yes, okay, good. Right, that's enough for one farm. Any more pigs? Yeah. Right, we're good, we're good. The boomerang's particularly useful. You can kill the spiders from afar, you don't really have to mess with them. Which makes your life easy. Don't want any more. Don't want any more pigs to die. I need your poos. Give me your poo. Give me your poo. Let's see the pig. There's only 2 left here. They rumble with the spiders. Come here. Okay, it's good. A bit more for you. Yeah. Okay. So if there were more pigs, I'd be able to get a lot more dung quicker, but unfortunately, been slaughtered a little bit. But they will eat that stuff really quickly. Right, where's the other one? Here, come here. So here, let's just set light to some trees. Uh-oh, that might... Oh! Oh, fuck! Okay, that might have been a bit close to the pigs. I'm back. I'm back. I need some ash to make my healing salve. I'll just let that burn out. It'll also give me some more charcoal while I'm here as well, which is useful. Yes! Die, spiders. They're all burning. Yes. I've burnt the spider habitat down, which is ace. I think that means they're going to kill my pig friends now. They're just wandering around. Off my thing. Okay, let's go. Whoa. See that sucker jump then? Let's go. We're out of here. This is going to be close. Wow, we've got very limited time to make it back. Let's go. But a good dung raid. Got 13 pieces of dung, which is enough to make 2 farms. Gonna be close. No, we're okay. Might light the fire before we do it. That fire lit. Doing well. This is a good start. Had far worse starts than this. Okay, let's get a log in the fire. So, we've got meatballs to eat that we've already made. We're going to eat those. We also have a selection of monster meat and fruit and rabbit, and we'll put a twig in. Make kebabs again. Okay. Put another log on the fire. It caused a bit of a fire there, didn't we, back at the pig place? A bit of an accident. But slightly intentional, honestly, but we'll be able to get some ash from that. Okay, stomach full. Let's build a farm. So the farms I'm going to put over here. It's actually a basic farm. Put seeds in them. Plants grow. It's quite straightforward. If you want them to grow quicker, you add the manure. I don't tend to do that. I just tend to get enough going so I can, so I don't have to overfeed the, overuse the manure. So as you can see, it's quite hard to get hold of. More rabbits in the trap. More rabbits in the trap. Day 9. Probably going to end on day 10. That's a good place to bring it to an end. I'm not sure whether any of this is recorded because it's all a bit of a test. I've probably been talking to myself all the way through this, but there you go. Oh, did you hear that? Did you hear that noise then? Wait a minute. What do I need? Did you hear that sort of grunting noise then? That noise then? That is the sound of the dogs. The dogs are coming. You can hear them. So, quickly slip into my log armor, and I've made myself a spear. Because it is on. Build another farm. 2 more logs. Got an axe left. Axe one. Come on, dogs. Let's do it. Where are you? I did hear it. Oh, okay. Here comes one. No, if you're good, which I'm not. Whoa. You can dodge in and out of their attacks. With my log armor on, I tend to just go for it. Okay, it's a bit amateurish of me, I admit. But at the same time, you got the job done. So there's the dogs. They come in 2s, 3s, and they're total pains. Right, put my backpack back on. Oh, wow. Okay, need to empty my pockets. Let's put some rabbits in there. Let's put some charcoal. The other farm. I need to get that other farm built. So, the logs are. Right, logs in there. No. I need to get that other farm built, so I'm going to quickly do that by chopping down a couple of trees. And I think that's all I really need. And whilst I'm here, I can also make the poultice, I believe. Yeah, I've got enough ash now to make the poultice and get my health up, because it is looking low. Oh. Not a bad start. Not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but not bad. All these stumps I can dig up as well, which I will do shortly. Also, I've got 31 pine cones, which is... I'm going to plant some of these out. Get some trees going. Right. Buckets are really full. So, yeah, other farm. I need, I've got everything I need for that, so let's get that built over here. Put it underneath. As you can see in the first farm, I've got something poking through the grass now already. I like to get about 3 or 4 farms going. I've got, I just need a bit of grass to get another one going. Let's do that. Let's just do that job today. We'll get those farms taken care of. And that's a good job done. I get 3 farms on the go. What I want to start doing is getting a drying rack on the go, and instead of eating the rabbit meat and the sort of amounts that I am, drying it on the drying racks and making it into a sort of jerky, and that lasts ages. Then that just does not tend to rot. Whereas like fresh meat, I think it lasts 4 or 5 days and then it's rotted. So if you can get a few farms going, it can supplant the amount of food that you need to eat. Rabbit meat that you need to eat, and you can start getting the rabbit meat drying. It's all in preparation for the winter. All in preparation for the winter. Oosh. Okay, we're good. Good. Day at the camp today. Right, and so I think that means we can probably get another farm going. Yeah, we can. Let's just put that down there, in line with those bad boys. Put a seed in. 3 farms going. Really happy with that. Okay, let's get some of these pine cones on the fire. Actually, let's just use those up. Lovely. And let's get some food cooking. Okay, more of the. You can see, you know, the food, the monster meat. It's lost in 2 days. It's lost a quarter, I suppose. So that's about 8 days. But it reaches a point where it's rancid. Don't really want to eat it at that point. Let's kill a rabbit and put that meat in the. Where's the rabbit meat? Rabbit meat. Is it going to put that in the cooker and get that going? Lovely. Lovely. Alright, the poultice. I think that's in survival. A healing salve. So I need 1 rock and 1 spider gland. So I think I've got both of those in here. We've got 2 actually. So might be able to make 1 salve, which is cool. Okay, and that's there. And that, you can see my health. It should bring that up very slightly. Well, not much at all. That health is particularly low. I really need to get that under control. As you can see, my health will go up when I eat this food. Yeah, so perhaps I just need to really overeat for a couple of days. Oh no, I didn't use the healing salve. I ate the gland on its own. Here's the healing salve. Let's have a look at that. Okay, it's a bit better. Alright, plenty more spider glands where that came from anyway. Let's empty the pockets out. Rabbits in the box, rabbits in the box. And let's have a look at the drying rack. And that will be under structures, I believe. Oh no, it'll be under food, I think. Drying rack. So I just need 3 pieces of rope to make 1. Right, I think I can do that. No, I can't do that, no. Close but no cigar. Okay, make 2 pieces of rope. Yeah, pretty light night. Very bright night that was. Yeah, more. Let's get some more straw. And this is day 10. Day 10 already. Oh, I've used all the straw up. Start picking some flowers. And then really head over to the pigs. A little bit more dung, so I can really get that fourth farm down and really cement the start of switching from eating the rabbits to eating the farm produce with a few berries mixed in. and drying the rabbit meat then. Being ready for the cold months. What you tend to get in the winter time is the ground gets covered in frost and snow, so all the food sort of disappears. Not find anything to eat. And the night times last a very long time. Say if you wander away from your campfire, you start freezing to death, so it makes it really hard. So you really need to bear in mind to the winter months whilst you're in the summer and prepare. Okay, plenty of these, plenty of these. Gonna get 2 or 3 drying rats going. Drying rats can dry 1 piece of meat at a time, and it takes like a couple of days. I'm not sure how well they work during the winter months. Right, we're good. We're good. I maybe could just kill him. I haven't really started killing the pigs yet. I haven't touched them yet because I'm worried about them not letting them into the village and feed them berries for their poo. Could start killing them. More rabbits, more rabbits. But you can capture the spiders in the traps. Very same method. You just sort of kite them into the traps. You go trigger their nest, and when they chase you, you just run between your traps and you capture them. So you can just sort of farm the spiders. If you can't find any rabbits, but my suggestion would be to farm the rabbits. Wow, so many rabbits. Do with them all. Okay. Oh look, we've got a carrot. Got our first carrot. Right, I'm going to do one thing to prepare for the winter months. Right, straight away, I'm going to build some rabbit earmuffs. Takes 2 rabbits and some sticks. There you go. I'm wearing them at the moment, but I'm going to take them off. And that I can put those on in the winter, and those will help keep me warm. So I'm going to stick them in there because we've got a bit of surplus of rabbits at the moment. Right, food. Get a bit of cooking done. Still got some meat. Got some berries. Berries going stale. Well, 2 of those, in fact, while they're going stale, and we'll kill another rabbit. Put it in the pot. Lovely. Okay, got that cooking. What was I doing? Drying rack. Drying rack, drying rack. I need 1 more rope, don't I? So I just need to refine 1 piece of rope. And I can make my first drying rack, which is great. Things are cooking on gas. Oh. Excellent. Drying racks I'm going to put over this side. Near my fire. Okay, so what you do with this is you murder an old rabbit, and then you stick the meat on the rack and it will start to dry. Simple as that. And I could do with getting 2 or 3 of those going, really. But we're doing well. Doing well. B-box. Once you get a B-box. Ice boxes are useful. You have to find these gears, which are quite hard to come by, but that can store your items for longer. Very useful. Okay, let's eat the meatballs. I do think I need to... what I'm going to do, actually, is quickly build a spade, shovel, and go get some of these... stumps up, and also show you the start of moving these berry bushes over to your camp. So when you dig a berry bush up, it needs some fertilizer to start it going on. Only needs it once, but it starts it being able to produce berries again. It's the potter plant in your garden. You have to get a bit of TLC to get it going. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to pick up these stumps and stumps down here, aren't there? Don't worry about that for now. And plant some of these bushes. So here's the bushes, the berry bushes. And I'm just going to plant some in my garden here. my berry garden. As you can see, they're in this sort of state where they won't grow anything until you give them a bit of fertilizer, and then they enter that state, and then they will start cycling round berries. Until you do that, they'll just sit in that sort of grey state and not do anything. Again, preparing for winter, getting loads of stuff nearby. Oh. Don't really want to be walking around in the winter looking for berry bushes. Okay. Alright, so this is the end of day 10. Excuse me, sorry. I'm going to pick a carrot off my beautiful garden. Best just to get that off the garden straight away and another seed in. I'm going to cook that lovely carrot straight away with some monster meat and make a nice stew, I believe. What else have we got? Some berries to put in there. We'll just put 2 sets of berries in there. We'll cook that bad boy. That in there. Oh look, an aubergine. Lovely. And again, put the seeds back in. And really keep that turnover going. I probably need another 3 farms, I would say. I'll leave those in there for a minute because I'm not that hungry. Health's a little bit low. And I do need to empty my pockets a little bit. Put that in there. I can't put the aubergine in there. I can, but I don't want to. If I put the charcoal in there. Okay, an idea for him. I want to put my spear and my log suit in him. I wasn't comfortable saying that. So if I ever need him, I can just call him on. Wow, so I didn't even need a fire then. Didn't need a fire, did I? Didn't have a fire then. Didn't get that dark. Okay, I'm going to take that out of there. And I'm going to get the food cooked, ready for the next day. Just to empty my pockets. Put the aubergine on. And look at that. Beautiful. Okay, so day 10. I made some decent headway. We've got a load of traps down. We've got a farm started. We've got a machine down. We could get another machine going, the alchemy machine, which is really useful. What I really do want to get down is the lightning rod, because that will then stop any lightning blasts from the storms that are coming, burning your camp down to the ground, which is quite important. There you go. So that is Don't Starve. This is the vanilla version, so I think it's about 6 years old now. And I've got some DLC for it, Land of the Giants, and I'm going to get the Hamlet edition, but I'm still learning the ropes with this, so I'm going to play this for a little bit, see if I can survive the first winter. I think will be the one of the key phases for me. If I can survive the first winter into the next summer, then I might move on to one of the other DLCs and try it out. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that. I'm not even sure this is recorded or anyone's been able to watch this, but it's just been a bit of a learning curve for streaming, which I'm hoping to do more of. I mean, anything I'm playing of a night time, I can just stream it, which is great, instead of having to go through the whole recording and editing process, which takes up too much time, unfortunately, for me at the moment. But I do tend to play most nights. Anyway, there you go. Hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching. Take care. All right, bye-bye. You're going to see me do all this sort of stuff now as well, which is great.